Here's something that doesn't make sense on paper. The average American household earns more than the average German or French household, sometimes significantly more. And yet, European households save more, a lot more. In fact, according to OECD data, the personal savings rate in countries like Germany, France, and the Netherlands consistently outpaces the United States, even when salaries are lower. So the question isn't who earns more. The question is, why do people with less money save more of it? Let's walk through a normal month in two different lives. Meet David. He lives in Dallas, Texas. He's 29, works in marketing, and earns $65,000 a year after tax. Meet Lucas. He lives near Berlin, Germany. He's also 29, similar job, but earns 48,000 euros after tax, which is roughly $52,000. On paper, David earns $13,000 more per year. Now let's look at their monthly expenses. David has a car loan, $420 a month. It's a nice SUV. He needed it because his city has almost no public transport. He has 2 credit cards, minimum payments $180 a month. There's some balance from last year's holiday and a few weekend trips. He pays $150 a month for gym, streaming, and a phone financed through his carrier. Lucas doesn't own a car. He takes the train. Monthly transport pass, $55. He has 1 credit card, used mostly for online purchases, paid in full every month, no interest, no balance. He pays $25 a month for a basic gym and Spotify. Now, here's what happens at the end of the month. David saves roughly $180. Lucas saves around $420. Not because Lucas earns more, but because his lifestyle doesn't quietly drain his paycheck. This isn't about willpower. This is about what each system normalizes. In the U.S., owning a car isn't a luxury. In many cities, it's a requirement. That means a monthly payment, insurance, gas, and maintenance, often adding up to $600 or more. In much of Europe, a car is optional. Good public transit exists, walking and biking are realistic. In the U.S., credit cards are almost required to build a credit score. That often leads to carried balances, interest charges, and the slow creep of debt. In Europe, debit cards are standard. Credit cards exist, but carrying debt month to month is seen as unusual, even uncomfortable. And here's the psychological piece. In the United States, financial status is often visible. The car you drive, the neighborhood you live in, the brand on your sneakers. These aren't just purchases, they're social signals. In many European countries, status is communicated differently. Wealth is quieter. Displaying it too openly can feel out of place. So, an American professional might feel pressure to upgrade their car every few years. A German or Dutch professional feels almost no pressure to own one at all. That's not discipline. That's a different social game. And that game has a massive financial consequence. Let's do simple math. If you save $180 a month for 20 years at a 6% return, you end up with roughly $83,000. If you save $420 a month, same 20 years, same 6%, you end up with over $194,000. That's a $111,000 difference, not because of income, because of what your lifestyle quietly demands. The European isn't smarter. They're just not fighting the same monthly battles. So here's the calm, logical takeaway. If you earn well but struggle to save, the problem isn't your income. It's what your environment is asking you to spend on. You don't need a budget app with 47 categories. You don't need to cancel coffee. You just need to ask one question. What monthly cost have I normalized that actually doesn't improve my life? That's not a trick. That's just math with self-respect. If this perspective made you think a little differently, consider subscribing. That's it. No guilt, no hype, just clarity.